We got traffic again. This is our entrance right here. There's no cones out of the way. There's some up there that aren't even close to the upturn. I don't know. Travis has got some deals done because he did get some GameCube games, and I finally got 2 GameCube games out of the collection that I needed. Buzz Dangerous Hunt 2, didn't have. And then the 50th anniversary of Namco Museum I didn't have. So he had those 2. I picked those up. So picked up some 64 games. I picked up Duke Nukem, 0 Hour, and Glover.
Glover is so hard.
I told you it wasn't easy. It's a whole different,
like I remember as a kid I would just run around the bowl and it was so fun, and now it's a living nightmare. I don't know why memories, bro, they fail you sometimes.
Never trust your memories. Just got these, so he's gonna do Shadow and everything. No, that's
he only have shading on the one character, but it's not like all the way.
Yeah. Not like the other ones.
He said he didn't have enough time today.
We just got all this traded in. Pokemon galore. For Pokemon.
Pikachu.
Pikachu?
Yeah.
He's not in here.
Mm-hmm.
Old smoky ass PS4. Cleaned up, we got it all going. They said it was working. This hard drive is dead. I can't update it. I can't do anything. I can't rebuild the database. So it's just giving me this error. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna turn it off. USB reinstall file from PlayStation's website. Non-working hard drive out. Grab my PS4 test hard drive. And boop. Install file. You can tell how large it is compared to the update file. Our folder on USB, PlayStation 4. Create a new folder called update. This is paste it. If you've downloaded multiple copies of the file, it's gonna have like right here, this number 2. Make sure you change that or this won't work. It needs to be named this right here, PS4 update.pup. Say this, you can spend hours trying to figure out why your USB doesn't work, and all it is a couple brackets and a 1 or 2. This is what I was talking about. We're gonna rename that, or it won't recognize it. That's it. Put it in. We got our good hard drive. We're gonna hold the button until we hear the next beep. There we go. It should go into safe mode. There we go. Grab the controller. Safe mode, and then we're gonna initialize the PS4. We have the file now on the USB. It's going to do its initialization process, and then we'll get into setup. We know the hard drive's bad, and the system is working properly. Get this to work, and this morning I was like, okay, we're just going to try another PS4 really quick, get the hard drive to work, see if we can initialize it. Then it worked, and I realized, or it didn't work. Then I realized the USB was wrong. So we're trying it again. Just making sure that the system is working properly, and that we can put it back together. Run the disk tray, see what's going on. Again, why you should really test these systems before you even fix them, repair them, take them apart. You need to know what's going on prior to you even touching them. It's one of our standard things, and sometimes we don't do it. There you go. That's what you want to see. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, we got it working. PS4 test hard drive's in there. It's loaded, so we know the customer's hard drive is bonked. Back together. Test it fully, make sure the disk drive and everything is working properly, and then hopefully let the customer know that they need a new hard drive. Of course, this thing just keeps on giving. Disk drive is not running and spinning and working properly. Honestly, I'm surprised the thing even booted up with the extra hard drive that we had. Prime example of why you should really keep your systems away from drugs. Look at the fluffers.
You can make a ugly Christmas sweater
phallic.
with that. Phallic, huh? I guess you see what you want to see.
See what you want to see.
Are you putting that in my ear or something?
I need to go.
What, you think the first port's not working for a reason? What do you think? What do you think? Would it be the fact that there's a giant crack through the whole entire board?
GameCube's on crack, bro.
Look at this thing. Oh, shoot, the first port doesn't work. Whereas the other, yeah, I bet the other three work. It's just port number 1. How do you do that?
You punch your GameCube in the face this week.
You like force the controller port in or something?
So that fucking word.
2 SPs. One we swapped the shell for, but this thing is not working right. Power's on, plays for a few seconds, and then freezes, which kind of sucks. Of course, now it doesn't freeze.
Why would it?
I don't know. It started working, now it's freezing. I don't know exactly what it is, but I have a feeling it may be the screen. We're gonna change it over here and see if it does it as well. Only as you can tell, our swap didn't matter, so there's something else going on with the board. I'm gonna try to clean the cartridge and see, but this board may have to be resoldered. As you can see, cleaning the cart did not help. So, motherboard time. To grab some flux, and I'm going to reflow the main CPU chip. Maybe, probably right there too. Just clean it up a bit, see if it helps. Ahead and resoldered the CPU and that chip right there. So I'll see if it works any better. Chips didn't work, but I ended up soldering where the game cart worked, and so far we've tested like 4 times now. Edge, cool.
Wait, what's up?
But it seems to be working. Again, story mode, sure. Blah 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 blah. Dragon Ball, blah 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 blah. Dragon Balls. Oh, we don't play story mode. Let's see if this. Oh. Gosh, bro, back off. Back off. Back off. Back off. Well, I'm pretty happy with this. Cleaning some Xbox 360 controllers. Look at that. Look at
forbidden cheese. Yum, 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 yum.
Pay you $100 to eat one.
Nah.
You thought about it for like a second.
You said $100?
Yeah, no. Would you?
For $100, there's not a lot of things I wouldn't do.
It's true. That's why I normally don't bet people $100.
Plus, like, I don't think you understand the level of my freakishness. And I feel like that's where a lot of people underestimate me, because I've done some weird shit for less than $100.
What would Nick do for $100?
What wouldn't Nick do?
What would Nick do? On this 3DS, we got charge port, left bumper, and the stick is definitely needs to be replaced, which we just got a whole bunch of them, so we'll go ahead and do that. There's the 3DS stick. White or gray? I don't talk to you. You eat hand cheese.
What?
I got a 64 back.
This giant eyesore of an expansion pack.
Why aren't we just gonna cut that out? Why don't you just cut it out?
I tried, but when you take this thing apart, it doesn't come apart, because the little chip that's held in there is, this whole entire frame is built into this handle part on top. So You literally can't take it out unless I just take the whole chip out and shove it in there and call it a day, but... Alright, moment of truth here. Let's see if it works. I got power. Alright, let's try again. Holy crap, it works, kind of. Look, it's got, why is it doing that?
Oh, it's flickering?
Nick's blue modded 64. I mean, technically the only thing modded is the that and the that. But we don't look at that. That's not as pretty as the light. YouTube did comment and said, what mod did you guys do to kill both of those 64s? And it's like, just lights.
Yeah, just lights is nothing special.
It wasn't an HDMI modification or anything like that. Technically, we could still do it.
I have footage of it.
Kind of worked till it killed itself. Mel called in sick, wasn't feeling well. We've been here pretty much all day by ourselves. Pretty busy day. We haven't recorded too much. I haven't had a lot of time, but I think Nick's working on something right now. What do you got? Sitting back here listening to him saying it's so gnarly. Oh, Super Nintendo.
Well, this ain't even bad. Let me open up the other one. So basically, got a whole stack of Nintendo games where the contacts are just like completely corroded and worn out. This is after hitting it with a Q-tip and some alcohol. So like it's not so bad, but I honestly don't think that these would play. So I mean, like against my better judgment, it hit it with some really fine sandpaper after hitting it with the wire brush. It fixes it, but I don't really like doing that, but it's kind of what works. So another thing I just noticed is that the save battery on here is loose and like also corroded, but it's like not even in the right spot and it's moved. I don't even get it. So we're gonna replace that.
These are having to be cleaned because look at the boards. Oof.
Both sides too.
Yeah,
it's pretty
so we're
gnarly.
having to do almost all of these. These were pretty rough. These were pretty rough condition. Of course.
Yeah.
Me and Mel, Nick left early. Technically today's Monday. I shouldn't even be in here, but she's got something right down here. Probably the most expensive PS3 controller. Maybe. This controller is the Japanese exclusive controller. The Japanese. The US game traded in. We've been waiting for one, and we're gonna bundle both the game and this controller together. This is the Tales of Xillia 2 controller and game bundle. It only came with this big old outer box and the game in the back. Again, this is a Japanese exclusive controller. Never came to the States. Up the game right now. Ended up finding the controller for a good price, and we just got that game in, so I was like, we gotta bundle it. And that controller really is not that cheap. Nick was here because he would say controller's never gonna sell, and then it would sell the next day. I mean, it's a beautiful controller. I love it.
I like the design. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I've never played that game, so I don't know. Honestly, I just played Tales of Symphonia, and that's it, pretty much.
I think it's autographed.
Talking about
The game. I think it's autographed. It says layup and it has a signature that's fancy. I think someone got this autographed.
doing research right now.
I'm trying to see if it's autographed by Lauren Londa. That is her signature. Wait.
What?
It's fucking signed by Lauren.
What? Okay.
Now
I don't know.
what? Well,
Now what? Let's just change the whole entire thing.
Yeah. 'Cause
What are you
it's a
talking
signed
about?
copy. That's her signature. That's the signature with the heart and everything.
What heart? I can't even see the heart. The other one signed too? The first one?
This one isn't. Ooh. I don't know.
I mean, it looks close.
I think it is. And it even says Layla, and that's the character she plays.
Or $69.95.
She's hot.
What was that?
She's hot.
Yeah?
Anyways.
She got it. Okay. eBay and see if there's any comps of this game signed and how much they're maybe running for.
I can.
I wish the customer would have said something. eBay right now if there's anything. These are all sold. Those are just the game. But they're not signed. Great. Do some research, see if we can find anything. I don't know. This thing was already expensive.
Sailor Neptune and Sailor Moon, and she's this dumb hoe for 7 Deadly Sins, which I don't like personally, but that's me. My opinion.
Yeah.
So now what?
Everything she signs is like $80.
It makes sense. She's freaking popular.
Does that make that game like $100?
I mean, it's like a $20, $30 game on its own. I don't know. How much?
I mean, the control. We're just gonna price this out. How much is this worth now? This whole set's worth at least now.
130 at least.
At least 130, but with the signature, that's like 230.
Or 200. I don't know. This is crazy.
This was supposed to be easy. So now, what's the price now? What's the price?
$200.
$100 and your liver. You want a fatty liver or like a skinny liver?
Well, a working one would be nice.
I was recording this section just to show you guys, and then now we went down this rabbit hole. Where is Nick? He would have been like, oh my god!
No, and he would have said exactly what I said. Voice actor is hot. I already know him.
He is a pervert. He's like Pervy Sage.
Dragon Ball Z?
Oh yeah.
Master?
Yeah, Master Roshi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do not learn martial arts to pick fights or to impress girls who will say, "Oh, Beefcake, you're so strong, I want you." Do you understand what I am saying?
It's got this in as well, so I'm going to make a new cover label for this so we can have one in the shop. Like this. This is a copy of the Great Edgar Hunt Animaniacs. Just says reprinted cover. Trying to stay away from these guys right here, the paper sleeves. They work, but they don't look as good. There's that reprinted cover art. It's just the standard cover art. It's a little blurry. The file they have isn't super great, but that looks pretty. That's better than just that disc cover. So, did you lose the screw?
No.
Find it out of the box. What do you mean?
That's why I save them, bro.
This was clean
I compulsively hoard screws.
because you lose them nonstop.
I'm a screw goblin. Wink, wink.
For us, thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll see you next time. Don't forget, I'm not even gonna tell you. Just don't forget. It's all back together. We got the new starter in, and this thing starts up perfect.